Okay, after yesterday, let's try to fight these jerks again. Gonna go for the big guy first. Hope I can take him out. Oh wait, is it only him this time? Oh, nope. That was okay. Good. Why wasn't it that easy last time? Come on, wolf buddy. Okay, nice. All right. All right again. Sweet. Hopefully that was it. And I can move on. If I can fit it all, I'll take it all. Nice. You leave the foundry, feeling exhausted by the strain of combat, and yet exhilarated by having found the drive chain. Oh, I'd really like to try to meditate. I'm gonna try it again. Nice. Yes, I do. You return to the main street and make your way with caution among the fire-blackened ruins of homes and workshops in this part of Rockstarn. Now you possess the missing parts needed to fix the elevator and reach the sunken forest. Lendra is likely to be waiting for you at the boiler house. You do not want to keep her waiting a minute longer than necessary. You quicken your pace and head towards the end of the village, to where the buildings come to an abrupt halt at the edge of the cliff. Well, excellent. I'll always take an upgrade. Blood on the Snow, Part 3. Stealthily you move along the streets until the way ahead is blocked by a barricade of timbers, barrels, and domestic furniture. The villagers tried to make a stand here in order to stop the raiders at the elevator. They managed to block the way, but it is clear that they could not maintain this defensive wall. All along the base of the barricade you find several dozen bodies, by far the single largest number of Rockstar casualties you've found so far. The Giaks had no need to tear their barricade down. They simply climbed to the top and hurled themselves down upon the defenders. You peer through the gap of the barricade and see that the buildings on the other side are larger and more widely spaced. They end abruptly at the edge of the cliff, overlooking the sunken forest, 100 feet below. You see the elevator platform in the far distance, and the boiler house where Lendra is waiting for you. However, reaching her will not be easy. There are many Giaks in the area, and they are nervous and watchful. Making a run for the boiler house is a viable but risky option. You focus on the building and notice that it adjoins another, which you assume to be the pump room. The closest building to the barricade is a grand timber-framed house. Bathhouse, says the sign above its main door. You remember hearing Lendra told you about the steam boilers of the Rockstarn. They also provide heating and water to the village by way of underground pipes. It occurs to you that the main pipes may be large enough to crawl through. The boilers have been silent for more than 2 days, and the pipes will be cool by now. Reaching the bathhouse may be safer, but you cannot be sure of what awaits you there. To reach the boiler house with minimum risk, you must act quickly. Road to the elevator, bathhouse. Road to the elevator, bathhouse. Yes, I do. Quickly you run to the main door of the bathhouse before you are seen. You hurry down an open stairway that leads to the basement of the bathhouse. Here you discover 3 large pipes that convey steam and water from the boiler house to the cellar of the building. They're empty and their thick copper sides are cool to the touch. They all lead to the boiler house, but you must decide which of these pipes you will use to get you there. Take central pipe. You feel the rightmost pipe is the one you should take. Trust your sixth sense will direct you in the right path. I gotta trust my sixth sense. It's been alright so far. You place your fingertips against your temples and slowly massage them. Images swirl in your mind's eye. You sense that all the pipes have obstacles that could prove deadly. You also sense that one of the pipes is less obstructed than the others. This pipe draws your attention like a magnet. You open a large inspection plate and pull yourself inside the copper steam pipe. The floor is ankle deep in water that has condensed from the pipe wall. It's pure water, and eagerly you drink your fill. Refreshed, you crawl along the pipe for several yards until it begins to descend deeper into the granite bedrock. The pipe is not completely dark. There are several small pipes that feed off the main conduit for most of its length. Where the pipe leads to a steam vent, there is a pool of dim gray daylight. Gradually, the pipe levels out, and you see that the way ahead is blocked by a large and tightly woven copper grill. It was placed here to prevent small rocks and other debris from passing along the pipe and damaging the lining. There is a hinged inspection plate in the middle of the copper mesh. It is a simple key lock. Well, I've done well picking locks so far. A little too eager there. too far. Gotcha. Nice, nice, nice. As you crawl forward, you see several other pipes joining this main conduit at regular intervals. Some of these are not much smaller than the main pipe. They channel steam away from the village shops and houses. After a few minutes, you reach a section of the pipe which is closed off by a circular copper plate. This plate regulates the flow of steam from the boiler house. There is no lock or any other visible means of opening this regulator plate, and it is too thick and well fitted for you to break it down. Reluctantly, you are forced to turn around and explore the first adjoining pipe, which is large enough for you to enter. This pipe continues horizontally for a few yards before rising vertically toward the steam vent located somewhere in the streets of Rockstarn. There are copper rungs fixed on one side of the pipe, and you climb them all the way to the top. The exit is blocked by a heavy iron cover. Dim gray light pours down through holes drilled in the cover plate. You press your shoulders to the cold iron and force it up. As soon as the seal of grime breaks, you feel the heavy cover inching upwards. Slowly you raise the circular iron plate and slide it aside. You peer over the edge of the pipe exit and see that it emerges in a street located close to the boiler house door. Unfortunately, your elation at having found the boiler house is dampened by the close proximity of Giaks. A small group of them are standing near the boiler house door, taking it in turn to drink from a large bottle of wine. You can tell that they are slightly drunk, but not enough to prevent them from raising the alarm if they should see you. You decide to use the situation to your advantage and launch a surprise attack on the unwary group, but first you must cause a diversion. Inside the pipe, the brackets fixing to the top rung are badly corroded. Using your cloak to muffle the sound, it is easy for you to lever this rung up and down until the brackets give way. You grasp the copper rung and hurl it out of the pipe so that it falls beyond the group of Giaks. It hits the hard ground with a loud ringing sound which galvanizes their attention. As one, they move away from the door to investigate the sound. They have their backs to you, and quickly you exit the pipe to stalk up on them, unseen with your weapon drawn ready to strike. Drop the ball there. What am I, out of throwing knives or something? Why haven't I had that option? Nice. That was a new one. Come on, buddy. bastard. Oucha. Come on, Wolf. Ah, want those. Let's, what's in here? Nada. I don't like how it changes color when I get on it. Okay. Let's do it again. Oh, I don't want to do that yet. You enter the boiler house and close the door behind you. Quickly you draw its heavy iron bolt to lock it shut, and then turn around to take stock. Yeah? Take stock of your new surroundings. The high-ceiling, timber-framed building is a large Bronin steam boiler. It is braced by stout wooden beams and shiny Bronin stay rods. The steam power generated by the boiler is harnessed to drive a long Bronin piston that passes through the wall into the pump room next door. You follow the narrow gangway through the middle of the boiler room and approach an archway that leads into the pump room beyond. On the floor beside the archway, there is a large wooden chest. On the lid is an oval plaque engraved with a lumspur leaf. You lift the hinged lid and find several healing potions neatly stored inside. You're examining the potion of lumspur when suddenly there's a loud hiss of escaping steam, and the shiny Bronin piston rod starts to move. The pump is working. Lendra suddenly appears in the archway. Her face and clothing are smeared with oil and grease. I hope you bolted the boiler house door, she says, wiping a splash of oil from her chin with the back of her hand. I unbolted it for you when I heard you fighting Giaks outside in the streets. She stares at your tunic and cloak, both heavily stained with Giak blood. By the looks of you, I'd say the Giaks came off worse. Getting here wasn't easy, you reply. How did you fare? Lendra informs you that she reached the boiler house without falling foul of any Giak patrols. The Giak were alerted to your presence in Rockstarn, and their focus of finding you helped her evade them. As you can see, I've been a busy girl. I relit the main boiler, and the piston is now beginning to function, but it will take a while yet before the steam pressure is enough to power the elevator platform. Lendra tells you that she must now reassemble the parts that previously she removed from the elevator control mechanism. It'll take me some time to fix the elevator control, she explains. The control mechanism is outside near the cliff edge where the platform is located. There's no cover there at all. I'll be in plain sight the whole time. I'm fixing the mechanism. If I'm to get this job done, I will need you to provide me with cover from the Giak patrols. You can rely on me, Lendra, you say reassuringly. You just concentrate on fixing the elevator. I'll deal with the Giaks. You both move to the door of the adjoining pump room and peer through its grimy glass pane into an open street area beyond. Lendra points out the location of the control mechanism. It is perched on the edge of the cliff, a few dozen yards from the pump room door. Before we leave, you'd best give me the missing parts, she says. I won't be able to fix the platform without them. A sense of danger is met, yet it might be worse. Let's not. Let's do this. Looks like I'm pretty well set anyway. Excellent. Well, wait a sec. Okay, here we go. The boiler house. Do you want to write your story from here? Yes, I do. I recovered the drive chain and the control handle, you say, as you retrieve the missing parts and hand them to her. And here's the compression valve. Now, is this everything you need to fix the platform? Yes, thank you, she answers with a trace of a smile on her lips. She is impressed by the fact that you have retrieved the two missing items, and that you have the compression valve as well. Now let's get a move on, she says. We've both got a job to do. The quicker we get started, the better. Lendra leads the way as you follow her towards the elevator control mechanism. You see a large Giak search party come striding into view through the swirling wood smoke. You draw your weapon and get ready to cover Lendra by engaging these enemies in open combat. Damn Giaks. Wow. Now I know that there's just going to be more of them to jump out, but... Ouch. Good wolf. Ah, damn, I meant... Oh, you son of a bitch. I guess that's all I got. Close. Alright. That might have been it. Yes. No, I don't have a crossbow yet. Breathless from the excursion of combat, you step over the bodies of the slain Giacs and look toward the edge of the cliff where Lendra is busy working to fix the elevator control mechanism. She's attaching the drive chain and she signals to you that she needs a little more time to complete the vital task. You hurry towards her, but you are stopped dead in your tracks when you see another group of Giacs emerge from the ore-crushing works nearby. They are led by a tall humanoid warrior clad in black armor. Your heart sinks. It is the elite Drakiram soldier. The unwelcome sight of this imposing warrior sends a shiver coursing down your spine. Tag Dokim, kill them, he shouts, and immediately his Giac patrol obey his chilling command. Hurriedly, you move to position yourself between the advancing enemy group and the elevator control mechanism. You are determined to protect Lendra at all costs. The Drakar, the Giacs, unsheathe their weapons as they rush towards you, growling vile curses. Oh, shit. Oh, let's see what we got here. Well, there's that anyway. Okay. Here goes nothing. I hate this guy. Ah, that was not cool. They've got me. They've got me. They've got me. Damn it. Nope. No, not quite yet. I don't know why it won't frickin'... There. Thank you. Oh, that barely hurt him at all. Damn. Nice. Hopefully they burn to death too. Fucker. Would that be it? Indeed. I'll take all I can get if I can fit it. What is that? You move away from the bodies of the dead Drakkar and the Giak patrol and hurry towards Lendra. She has now fixed the 3 missing parts in place. Your courageous action has brought her the vital minutes she needed to complete the reassembly of the control mechanism. The elevator platform is now working, and you can hear the loud hiss of steam and rattle of heavy chains as it rises up from the floor of the sunken forest. Then the platform appears at the cliff's edge. It's a large oblong-shaped elevator with a safety rail around its sides and a flat roof made of corrugated iron. Lendra points to the platform. She has to shout to be heard above the hissing and clanking noises of the heavy machinery. Get on the platform. I'll work the control lever to make it go down. The elevator will descend the moment she depresses the control handle, but this will leave her with very little time to reach the platform, and she will have to leap onto it while it's descending. This is a dangerous action. If she misjudges her jump, she'll likely fall to her death on the rocks below. Run towards Lendra. You'll go with her or not go at all. Yeah, kinda. You're faced with a moral dilemma. Do you obey Lendra's command to get on the platform, or should you stay at the top of the cliff and defend her? Reluctantly, you choose to obey her command. She seemed pretty tough. I don't think she'd want me to not listen. Here goes, she yells, and you see her tug the control lever down hard. There is another loud hiss of steam, and the platform's wincing chains screech as the platform floor shudders beneath your feet, and you feel it start to descend. Before you lose sight of Lendra, you see that she is unbolting the control handle. She's making sure the Giax and Rockstarn will be unable to follow you down to the floor of the sunken forest. A pair of Giax appear at the edge of the cliff, some 20 yards from the place where you boarded the platform, and they begin hurling rocks and debris at the descending elevator. Most of these missiles either miss completely or ricochet harmlessly off the roof. Then you hear something heavy hit the roof, which makes it rattle and shuttle alarmingly. You suspect that the Giax have just hurled a boulder over the cliff's edge. The roof holds firm, and you give silent thanks to the Rockstar engineers who built it for making it sturdy enough to withstand the enemy bombardment. Their skill has likely saved your life. The platform continues its slow and steady descent, and you can see the snow-covered tips of the pines rising inexorably toward you. Then you hear the plaintive howl of a wolf echoing above the noisy clank and rattle of the elevator's machinery. It draws your sharp eyes to the perimeter of the sunken forest, to where a narrow gully forms a V-shaped cleft in the cliff wall. It is a long way distant, but you are able to spot a pack of wolves ascending the steep cleft in single file. You recognize the white patch on the face of the leading wolf. It is the pack leader you encountered before entering Rockstar. The sight of the pack entering the sunken forest raises your spirits. It feels good to know that you will have allies to call upon as you explore this perilous timberland. Ooh, I don't know what that means, but that's cool. You make an arch with the blade of the Summer Sword, which inflicts divine fire damage to all enemies caught within the arch. I like that.
The elevator descends from Rockstarn. There is no way back. You survey the sunken forest, and a chill shiver runs down your spine. This sinister timberland is full of enemies, and dark secrets better left undisturbed. The challenge awaits you.
Cool.